This is CNN.
This is a presentation of CNN Sports.
On CNN Sports tonight, dial 1-800-YOUR-MVP.
Cool, thanks.
Basketball is currently in season. The Knicks open at the Garden with some pizzazz. Shaq plays it close to the basket. That's where the points are. And the Cavs looking for win number 1, but LJ had them covered. The night on ice is rough and tumble, with Cujo and the Blues facing the Pens. We close the door on the fridge. Harry unplugged. The latest on the Cowboys sharpshooter and your daily report. John gets personal. CNN Sports. It's post time.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome, Mr. President. I'm Fred Hickman.
And I'm Vince Cellini. Our night begins not with basketball, with baseball. Last season, the Giants and Barry Bonds took a lot of heat after the big contract, but obviously money well spent.
You know, when you think about it, can you imagine that conversation sometime last year about this time? Hey, broker, this is the Giants. I want to buy bonds. It's the safest long-term investment out there. So they did, and the dividends came rolling in the very first year. Barry Bonds, $43.75 million over the free agency counter, and today, the National League's most valuable player. Bonds collects the prize for the third time in 4 years. Nobody has ever done that. He's only the 7th guy to win 3 of them, period. The previous 2 wins coming in 1990, and then last season, both of those with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bonds kept the Giants right in the race until the very last day of the regular season, and nobody in the organization is tonight complaining about his hefty 6-year deal. You see, Bonds gave the rest of the league some nice numbers of his own. He led both circuits, in fact, with 46 great big ones, and his .667 batting percentage. He led the National League with 123 RBIs, and he finished second in runs scored. So I guess the moral of the story is you get what you play for.
This one goes to my wife. Last one went to my mom, and I promise this one's going to go to my wife. And I don't know, everything worked out. You know, part of it goes to my teammates too, San Francisco, bringing me home. You know, and everybody that supported me. You know, the media's been great in San Francisco, the whole thing, the team, how everything worked out for us, the ownership. Having my dad there, you know, was really good, and us working together. And I don't know, I want one more though.
Sure. The voting was not all that close. Lenny Dykstra of the Phils got 4 first-place nods. A trio of Atlanta Braves finishing 3, 4, and 5. And coming up tomorrow, the American League will name its version of the MVP. You can look for the big hurt, Frank Thomas, to be right behind. Molitor, Olerud, Alomar, also Gonzalez of Texas. A pretty classy field coming down the stretch. Vince?
Now the NBA. Sean Bradley's Mormon mission took him to Australia. His NBA mission involves less travel, but just as much faith. The 7'6" ectomorph is out to make believers out of 76er fans and prepared to take a giant step in New York. Touched for 36 by Shaq on Saturday. Bradley had Pat Ewing and the Knicks waiting tonight in their home opener. On hand, the champ, Evander Holyfield. He was on Arsenio last night in L.A., New York. This guy's coast to coast. Second quarter, this is Sean Bradley and really some problems. Puts the ball on the floor, surrounded by Knicks. Gets it back. The little shot is not there, and the even littler shot is also not there for Sean Bradley. Fred Carter, patience, coach. Pat Ewing in the paint now. Spin move is going to go right past Sean Bradley for the slam. New York had the 10-point lead onto the third, and Johnny Starks catching fire off the loose ball. Starks goes in reverse style. New York by 21 points. And then Anthony Bonner in the fourth quarter, strong to the hole, and the dunk past Bradley. Knicks 95-86. Starks 12 of his 19 in the third. Ewing only 8 points in 24 minutes with the foul trouble. Bradley with the shooting trouble. 3 of 12 from the field tonight, making him 7 for 35 for the season. That's about 20%. Unbeaten Orlando hosting winless Indiana. First quarter, off the turnover. Nick Anderson ahead to Larry Krystkowiak. And then Penny Hardaway with 2 hands. Later in the first, Hardaway, good look down low, bounce pass to Shaq for the big jam. Magic with a 5-point lead. On to the fourth quarter. Rick Smits, the hook is not there. Scotty Skiles up the floor, and watch Shaq run the floor. Basket, and he is fouled. Magic had the 4-point lead. Later in the fourth, though, Reggie Miller bringing him back. Miller from 3 had 25 to lead the Pacers. Indy was up by 1, but Penny Hardaway putting the Pacers away with a 3 of his own. That was a 5-point Magic lead, and Orlando winning 104-98. Shaq with 42, 36 in his first 2 games, 37 tonight. The Magic improving to 3-0, and Indiana falls to 0-3.
Well, the next stop is suburban Cleveland for a matchup of Central Division title contenders. The Cavaliers setting out to exterminate the Bugs. They got an estimate, and they found out the price was right. Mark Price, of course. And Cleveland does it without Larry Nance. Larry Nance down and out for from 6 to 8 weeks following knee surgery. So a little bit short-handed in this game, and it looked that way early. Alan Bristow's team came out fired up. They were off to a good start. Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, Grandmama, layup, hacked in the act, and LJ covers up the camera. You don't need to see this. John Battle, great game for the Cavs. They need him to come up big, 18 in the first half. And here, the second half, all Mavs as Mark Price gets the steal and the layup at the other end. Danny Ferry with a 3 from the corner. Cavs by 5 after 3. And then Hot Rod Williams. Look at him play the D. Comes up with the block, way out on the wing. Back the other way they go. Price pulls up from 3. Larry Johnson kind of ran away from him. Didn't give him a hand in the face, and so he drilled it. How about an encore? Price again. 3? Yes. And Fratello, Mike Fratello, is probably the happiest guy in the building because he gets his very first win as the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach, and maybe he can go over Vince to the folks' house and have a meal after the game. 113 to 108, the final score. Fratello's first win, as I mentioned. Price and Battle with 24 each. Cavs a perfect 11-0 all-time at home against the Hornets. Now the Bullets and the Pistons. Hey, Rook, time for class. Cal Chaney, welcome to the league. My name is Sean Elliott. 3-ball side pocket. Later, driving the lane, hacked in the act. The bank is open. Detroit by 3 after 3. West, mustache looking pretty good. Fourth quarter, Pistons on the move. Terry Mills, sweet pass on the break. David Wood, Detroit's up by 1, but Washington's not done yet. Nobody picks up Don McLean, so he goes flying. Bullets by 1. Then Tom Gugliotta with the fall-away tray from the post. Then, with the shot clock winding down, that's Rex, the wonder dog, Chapman for 3. 118 to 112. The Bullets win a tough one on the road. McLean tying a career high with 24. Chapman 23 to hand the Pistons their first loss of the season.
Sean Bradley. We watch him a little bit tonight. He had Shaq and then Pat Ewing, and he does change a lot of shots while he's out there, but I think it's just a matter of acclimating to the NBA. It's a long way to go. Yeah,
he's been out of basketball for 2 years coming into this thing. He does have a long way to go. Philadelphia says he's a project. We're going to wait, we're going to wait, we're going to wait. You're not getting off the hook that easy. Ectomorph. Definition.
Right. Lean, muscular, thin, as opposed to an endomorph or a mesomorph.
I see.
All right. Physiology class is on hold for now. Coming up on the rest of the show, more NBA highlights, including a monster night for the Admiral and Dennis Rodman of the Spurs. We also have the pulling of the plug on Chicago's favorite appliance. One time, it was tons of fun for William Perry, but not anymore.
He's a big morph. And we'll drop by downtown Philly, where the Phillies faithful showed up to thank the fellas for a job well done. Those fans may act tough, but deep down, they're a bunch of sweethearts. We'll talk after this.
Sports Tonight, brought to you by Dreyfus, who believe in understanding people and investing accordingly.
Take a stove for a weekend vacation or a stove for resort vacation and enjoy this philosophy. Sometimes the farther away you go, the closer you get. For reservations, call your travel agent today or 1-800-HOTELS-1. Vacations are also available at selected Renaissance hotels.
When it comes to investing, we like to go for it.
Our money takes advantage of the market like the big boys do.
We're the big boys.
What's our motto? Diversity is the spice of life. Stocks, bonds, money markets. Dreyfus continually stands the market.
Here's Dreyfus.
Our other motto is never invest on an empty stomach. That's also important.
To fight with courage. To love with passion. To live with honor.
You are the only person I can trust.
This is Carlito's Way.
Got a dream, baby.
People magazine calls it a great film, visually spectacular. Al Pacino is electrifying. Sean Penn gives a knockout performance, and Penelope Ann Miller is stunning in Brian De Palma's Carlito's Way. Rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Next stop is the Alamo Dome, which would be located mere moments away from the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. The Spurs hosting a Minnesota Timberwolves team that came in hungry like the wolf. The Wolves winless in 2 at the tip, and yet to break 100 points this season. Did they get it done tonight? Well, let's have a look at the action. First, Michael Williams. He never misses that until then. 97 straight he had made. The all-time NBA record, now it's gone. First free throws he's missed in 8 months. Now, first quarter, Spurs work it in low. Chris Whitney bounced past Big Dave, slams it. Hack in the act, 43. He only scored 9 points his last time out, so he had a point to make tonight. Watch the Spurs work the boards here. Robinson can't get it to go. The follow by Dennis Rodman. Hustles and muscles. Gets the rebound, and Blondie gets the finger roll. Dennis gets the finger roll to go. The hoop and the foul. High fives everybody. Why not? Nothing going right for the Timberwolves. Anderson misses. The Spurs' Christian Laettner tries pulling in the rebound. He tips it right into the wrong basket. I think the headband is cutting off the circulation. 43, 11, and 10 for Big Dave. 29 boards for David Robinson. Now to the Big D for the Mavs and the Nets. Tough night for the young Mavericks. Jimmy Jackson leaving his the slam dunk right on the rim in the first quarter, 27-19 Jersey. And veteran Derek Coleman answers the bell down the stretch. Watch Coleman here. Stuffs Darren Morningstar right through the hoop. Coleman comes back on offense. Had a big game. He says he wants to be the first $100 million guy. Well, who knows? He might just get it done. Off the half court, Derek Coleman was a man possessed tonight as he has 28 points, and New Jersey wins by a final count of 86-80.
The NFL news begins in Chicago, where one of the great nicknames and great appetites in the NFL is gone. The Bears today cut William Refrigerator Perry, a larger-than-life folk hero who dropped in status, if not weight. The Fridge burst onto the national scene in 1985, a 300-pound rookie out of Clemson who capped his first season with a touchdown carry in the Super Bowl. But Perry's weight became an obsession with then-coach Mike Ditka, and the Battle of the Bulge hindered him as a player. The Fridge did not start a game this season, made only 8 tackles, and was inactive last Sunday. Perry no longer fitting into the Bears' defensive plans.
It's not a money issue. This is not a youth movement issue. It's just that we're in a situation where we need to get some other guys a little bit of playing time. And I think every new staff experiences this, and it's just something that had to be done.
By cutting the 30-year-old Fridge, the Bears save half his salary, or about $344,000. Former Falcon Torrey Epps takes his place on the roster. News from the Redskins is veteran lineman Joe Jacoby placed on injured reserve because of back problems. This means Jacoby will miss the rest of the season. Jacoby missed the last 3 Redskin games with back spasms. He'll be replaced by former Bears guard Vernice Smith. And the Cowboys are still stringing us along. Troy Aikman's ailing left hamstring, injured Sunday against the Giants, feeling much better today. Aikman walked without a limp as he received treatment at the Cowboy practice complex. The quarterback said the hamstring is coming around, but still listed as day-to-day, and Jimmy Johnson says he'll wait until almost kickoff on Sunday against the Cards before he makes a decision on going with Aikman or his backup, Jason Garrett. The Cleveland Browns looking in their own backyard for quarterback help. A day after cutting Bernie Kosar, the Browns signed Brecksville, Ohio, and former Ohio State quarterback Tom Tupa as a backup. Tupa was drafted by Phoenix in '88, joined the Colts, and was released by Indy earlier this season. Also, Giants coach Dan Reeves continues to hold a Bronco reunion in New York. Reeves cutting veteran punter Sean Landeta Tuesday, replaced him with former Denver punter Mike Horan. Landeta was averaging 42 yards a kick, but low kick Sunday in Dallas set up good Cowboy returns, and Reeves felt his team needed improvement in that area, so the change was made.
And Tom Tupa, getting back to him, in the record books for the NCAA is a punter.
That's right.
Little known factoids.
Well, thank you very much for adding that.
Hey, it's my job.
Appreciate it. Straight ahead on Sports Tonight, what's coming down in Vegas? Bandman and the Hammer on UNLV. The Running Rebels face the music today as NCAA sanctions go into effect. The school looking to wipe the slate clean without ruining a shot at tournament play. We have details on this and much more next.
The critics agree A Home of Our Own is a must-see. This movie will reach into the hearts of people everywhere.
It's going to be beautiful.
A Home of Our Own, rated PG. Now playing.
In bad winter weather, nothing is more critical than clear driving vision. Regular windshield wiper blades can become clogged with snow and ice. Trico winter blades feature a special rubber cover that wipes your windshield clean even in the worst driving conditions. Trico wiper blades, seeing you home safely.
Shipping a package to Omaha, that's a milk run. Tried customs in Shanghai. Red tape, regulations, the great wall of bureaucracy. That calls for local know-how. DHL, we'll take it from here. Shipping a package to Omaha, that's child's play. Try the streets of Paris, where the most reliable vehicle has handlebars. Worldwide shipping demands local know-how. DHL, we'll take it from here.
Headline News, the only network with sports highlights and the latest scores at 20 and 50 minutes past the hour. Turn it on and stay informed. Headline News, a whole day's news every half hour. Check cable listings for channel number.
30-year-old James Miller, the guy who flew that parachute while wearing a house span on his rear end into the ring where Evander Holyfield was wresting the heavyweight title from Riddick Bowe Saturday night, could be looking at a year in jail. He's already been charged with dangerous flying. Prosecutors are now thinking about upgrading the charge to one termed a gross misdemeanor.
After a rebel yell, all is quiet on the UNLV campus after the school effectively closed the Tark era Tuesday. In a settlement of allegations dating back to Jerry Tarkanian's recruitment of Lloyd Daniels in '86, UNLV accepted a 3-year probation from the NCAA that will allow the men's basketball team to compete in the NCAA tournament. UNLV admitted to 26 unspecified violations in the agreement, and because of the school's cooperation, the NCAA did not hit them with a postseason ban.
That chapter of the book is over. And I came here under those circumstances, knowingly that there could be problems, but we've moved forward, and now we're ready to try to continue on the road of success that has been established here over the years. With the wonderful tradition that has been established, we are very, very excited about moving forward.
Under terms of the settlement, UNLV loses 2 scholarships over the next 2 years, can only schedule home games against Big West opponents next season, no TV for non-conference regular season road games the next 2 years, less paid recruit visits, and limits on preseason tournament games and international tours. Fred?
Well, a big night for the Edmonton Oilers in hockey. They arrived in Detroit tonight wearing the hanged dog look. Side wears after losing 11 straight games and going winless in 14. Their disposition didn't improve much when they found themselves in a 0-2 hole against Wings goaltender Chris Osgood, the rookie, who was unbeaten in 5. But when you get 46 saves out of your goaltender, Bill Ranford, in this case, things start looking up, and that they did for the Oilers tonight. At the Joe Louis Arena, Sheldon Kennedy. Oh, have you met Scott Pearson? Nice guy. 45 seconds into the third. Edmonton with a man advantage, Ilya Biakin. Left alone, weak side, easy goal, 3-2. Edmonton, they're back out in front. Bob Probert here with Steve Chase on the backhand is just kind of steered aside by Ranford as Scotty Bowman looks on. Then Bob Probert over the blue line. He lets her rip. And again, he's stubbed by Ranford. The winless streak thus is over as the Oilers take it by a final count of 4-2. They put an end to the franchise record-losing streak and the 14-game winless streak. Now, this is USA Arena in Landover. Those unable to get tickets to the debate watch the Caps and Quebec go at it. Keith Jones works it out of the corner. Bondra bangs in his own rebound, tied at 1. Now, the Caps here, working to win the draw. Al Iafrate with the shot. It won't go, but Randy Burridge, see that stick out of nowhere, that little blade, kind of redirects it right in. Beautiful work, 2-1 Washington. Valerie Kaminsky to Martin Jelena, who drops it for Mike Ricci, and he is just robbed flat out at the doorstep by Don Beaupre, and the Caps go on to win it by a final count of 2-1, the last Quebec win in Washington way back in 1987. Beaupre with 21 stops. And the Jets over the Islanders 5-2. Alexei Zamnov with the hat trick as the Jets snap their 5-game winless streak.
If UNLV goes to a TV movie, who plays Raul Massimino in the TV movie?
DeVito.
He's Danny DeVito.
No question about
Absolutely.
it. A little powder in the hair?
I think he was born to play that part.
I think so.
We have lots more to talk about, including
Joe
today's baseball news. We have signings in the reverse of a trade and more casting. Plus, Chris Webber, at long last, he's as good as gold. The top pick in the draft set to make his debut for the injury-riddled Warriors. Perhaps Webber can take some of the hurt away.
Nowadays, you see more and more Alamo cars in America's business regions. From the Sun Belt to the Grain Belt to inside the Beltway. You see our Cadillacs on Wall Street and our convertibles in Tinseltown. No matter which belt, coast, or loop you travel to on business, you're in Alamo territory, with more on-airport locations than ever, and all the miles free, including those in places where doing business isn't all business.
The Standard, an automobile seat that may transfer bumps from the road and aggravate your back. The higher standard in the all-new Cadillac DeVille is new suspension seating, which acts like a shock absorber for the driver's back, isolating you from bumps to help reduce back pressure and increase circulation, which should leave you more refreshed mile after mile. Suspension seating in the new V8-powered DeVille by Cadillac, creating a higher standard.
The Sonics are in the house on TBS. Sean Kemp, Devlin Trent, and a cast of young guns make Seattle a bona fide contender. Check them out as the Hawks visit the Sonics. 10:05 Eastern, Saturday night.
2 weeks and 2 days after the World Series, it was rally time in Philly. Some 5,000 Philadelphia fans gathered at a noontime rally in support of the National League champs. Only 5 Phillies, not including Mitch Williams, showed up along with Jim Fregosi and the front office crew. And here's Dutch with a little something for the crowd.
We want to thank you guys for being a part of it. And the way you guys responded down the stretch and in the playoffs and the series made it all worthwhile. We made it awful tough for anybody to come in here and win a ball game from us, and that's why we went to the World Series, and we're going to bring you a trophy next year. Thanks.
And the best banner seen at the rally read, team motto, chew, spit, win. In Miami, 4 months or so after trading Dave Magadan to Seattle, the team threw it in reverse, bringing Magadan back and returning minor league pitcher Jeff Darwin to the M's. Magadan expected to play third with Gary Sheffield moving to the outfield. The Giants today granting Dave Righetti his request to be released and replaced him in the bullpen by signing free agent and former Yankee Rich Monteleone to a one-year deal. Righetti is 8th on the all-time save list, 3 seasons with San Francisco. Monteleone is 4 years younger than Rags at age 30, and according to GM Bob Quinn, brings flexibility to the Giant pitching staff. And pitcher Storm Davis, signed by Detroit in late July, re-signed to a one-year deal on Tuesday. The 31-year-old righty was 0-2 with 4 saves in 24 relief appearances for Detroit. And this note from Houston, word out of there, Bob Boone is back for a 3rd interview for that vacated managerial job with the Astros. Right.
That brings us to golf. Arnold Palmer has been named to replace John Daly in the Skins game in Palm Desert, California later this month. Arnie, who has won his last 4 senior versions of this event, joins Paul Azinger, Fred Couples, and Payne Stewart. $540,000 in the kitty. Daly, well, he's been suspended by the PGA for his actions in Hawaii last Friday. He failed to hole out after missing a birdie at 11 during the Kapalua. And, you know, the walking shot here, Dean Beeman dropped the hammer on him. Daly, in his first comments since the suspension Sunday, said it was just one of those days, but that he is not drinking again. He's been struggling with alcoholism and a drinking career, which started in the pre-teen years. And this is Fargo, North Dakota WBA light heavyweight champ Virgil Hill, and that is the title towel, a towel motif going here. He's fighting Raul Montana. Montana gets caught against the ropes and gets peppered like a steak. The fans waving those towels around. Round 10, Montana gets worked over again, and his corner finally throws in another type of towel. It's a towel motif, see? He's got the towel kind of on the shoulder there.
Oh, okay.
It's a towel thing. 10th round TKO. Virgil Hill now 37-1 with 20 knockouts.
Oh, you really sold that towel thing.
I was working on it.
Now our nightly feature, the play of the day. Unlike the NAFTA debate between Gore and Perot, we don't have any slick graphs and charts. And, you know, that's just sad. Now, that is sad. What we do have is something I think we can all agree on, and it's simply the single most effort in a 24-hour period, also known as play of the day. Now, stay with me, all right?
Thank you very much.
Back to Madison Square Garden, Sixers of the Knicks. The easiest impression in the world. The Knicks 6'4" Doc Rivers jump ball against 7'6" Sean Bradley, and the doctor going up to win the jump. Take another look. The Doc quicker off his feet. And the stick, don't move. Your play of the day.
Play of the day brought to you by Alamo. There are over 4 million miles of roads in Alamo territory. And with Alamo, all those miles are free.
Nowadays, you see more and more Alamo cars in America's business regions. From the Sun Belt to the Grain Belt to inside the Beltway. You see our Cadillacs on Wall Street and our convertibles in Tinseltown. No matter which belt, coast, or loop you travel to on business, you're in Alamo territory, with more on-airport locations than ever, and all the miles free, including those in places where doing business isn't all business.
Academy Award winner Kathy Bates is Frances Lacey
I'm going to come back there. You don't want me to come back there.
in the heartwarming story of a mother determined. You'll be working under me.
I'll be working for you.
To give her kids the gift
Do you know who owns that piece of property?
that would make them a family. The critics say Kathy Bates is wonderful. This movie will reach into the hearts of people everywhere.
It's going to be beautiful.
A Home of Our Own, rated PG. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
In bad winter weather, nothing is more critical than clear driving vision. Regular windshield wiper blades can become clogged with snow and ice. Trico winter blades feature a special rubber cover that wipes your windshield clean even in the worst driving conditions. Trico wiper blades, seeing you home safely.
Now the update section starts in the NBA, and it also starts with the Rockets and Warriors. And our first look at the top pick of the draft, Chris Webber of Golden State. The ankle is all better now. This kid, boy, what a delay. He had the appendix removed and everything, but he's ready to go. Contributing early against the Rockets. Finishing the break with a dunk, his first 2 points in the NBA. Later, Webber in the open court, couple of good moves, and he left it short. Latrell Sprewell, though, lays it in. A little bit later, Webber one-on-one with Akeem. Good spin, but that's pretty much an air ball. Don Nelson, patient like Fred Carter. Near the end of the first, Webber, though, slams it home again. The Golden State was trailing still. Any healthy body back for Nelly is a good body. 42-37 now. That's in the second quarter. Also, the Nuggets and the Sonics. Seattle's unbeaten at 2-0, 58-46 with the lead in the third quarter. Suns and the Clippers. Suns are on top there, 41-32. That is in the second period of play. And the Blazers winless at 0-2. Get some bad news at the Lakers. Free agent signee Chris Dudley spraining his left ankle in the first quarter. He's not expected to return.
We got some skates to deal with here. First of all, Brett Hull with 2 goals and 1 assist. His second goal tying up the game, so they're now in overtime, the Pens and the Blues, just beginning. The Flames over the Kings in the third period. Fleury with his 8th goal of the season. The Ducks over the Stars in the third. It was Volk and Loney, assists from Daffy and Donald. 3-1 in the third period. And the Leafs trailing the Sharks 1-0. Alec has scored in that particular game. And we should mention, too, college football preview coming up Saturday morning at 11:30 a.m. And on that show, we want to remind you to watch it because Lou Holtz of Notre Dame and Bobby Bowden of Florida State, the 2 coaches that are going to be going at it shortly thereafter, will be joining us live.
Well, it's going to be a great show. Barry Bonds, we failed to mention, by winning the MVP, he earns a $100,000 bonus. If he wins 2 more, $1 million bonus. And with Barry Bonds, anything is possible.
Yeah, under the current contract, so he's got 5 years to win 2. Not a bad deal. Anyway, that's going to do it for all of us here at CNN Sports 4. Ross Perot, I'm Fred Hickman.
I'm Vince Cellini. We'll see you next time. Moneyline's next.
Now, coming right up on Moneyline, the Perot-Gore debate is over. We'll have the blow-by-blow for you. A look at the wholesale prices and Wall Street's hottest news stock. Next on Moneyline, please join us.
This has been a presentation of CNN Sports.
Moneyline is next here on CNN. For an update on the day's top stories, you can turn to Headline News. Check local listings for channel number.
This weekend, when you're working outside, be careful where you dig. Realize that it may affect the inside of your home as well. Careless digging can interrupt the flow of gas, water, electricity, and your cable TV. Lines cut accidentally are costly to repair and may disrupt your cable service. So plan ahead. Fully trained technicians are ready to assist you in marking out sites. So please, before you dig, call 1-800-272-1000.
At Window Wizards, we'll beat any advertised price, and that brings people in. But it's our service that keeps them coming back. Our trained, knowledgeable sales experts, our ability to make special size and shape windows in our own shop, and our customer service department. Plus, our fast delivery from our huge warehouse inventory. So shop the Window Wizard Anderson Window Center near you.
Philadelphia, Bristol, Warminster, Upper Darby, Malvern, and Quakertown, PA. Williamstown, Toms River, and Pleasantville, New Jersey.